And we here is the list of the main participants from the content point of view of this program, who developed the content and who are responsible for the content of the program, for the list of courses and so on, and for hiring instructors for these courses. So it's our dean Natalya Aseeva who will speak at the end of today's webinar, and also I'm Andrei Savchenko, and I'm academic supervisor of this program, and also Professor Kalyagin, who is the lead head of Laboratory of Algorithm Technologies for Network Analysis, and also a co-supervisor of this program, and also a distinguished professor of HSE University. So he will speak about, he will introduce our guests for today's webinar. So speaking about, so here are the brief facts about our new master's degree program. So it will be, so it's a new program. It's just created with partnership of HSE University and Coursera. So it will be fully online, and it will be available for the students all over the world. We will provide the participants, we will provide the instructors mainly from HSE University from Nizhny Novgorod, but they are not only affiliated with our university. There are some our industrial partners who has experience in computer vision and practical in projects of computer vision from different companies like Huawei, Xperience, Harman, and so on and so forth. And so we have this partnership. We attract our these instructors from this company to show you the cutting-edge technologies of computer vision that are needed right now in the industry. So it's not an academic part, but we also had a good professors with high experience in publications in many international journals devoted to image processing, to machine learning, so on and so forth. So, and what's important here is that it's completely online. So its format is really important for the students all over the world. So you don't need to relocate to, for example, our city and to visit offline our offline programs, master programs. So you can work. For example, in some companies and become a specialist in computer vision. So, and speaking about the quality of the program, so what is the quality, or how to define if the program is good or not? So for sure, we just started. So it's just a new established program, and we will start it only this year. But I should say that we have slightly similar program on intelligent data analysis or in data mining. It's offline program in our campus, and we are proud of the success of the graduates from this program. So during our current webinar, we will we will introduce you one of the best graduates of this program, of this master program. And I'm really happy to give a word to Professor Kalyagin, who leads who is co-leader of this program from its beginning. So Professor Kalyagin, you can say something about the program and the graduates, and yeah. Alexander, turn on the sound.
Sorry, sorry.
Yeah, was online format.
Okay. Our program master in data mining exists already more than 10 years, and we have a large experience in this area, in education in this area. Nowadays, data mining is a very huge and very interesting area for professional development. And the idea is to extend our experience obtained for this program to the new, completely online program, Master of Computer Vision. In our program in data mining, we have a mixture of fundamental education with practical education. The same idea will be applied for a new program. In fundamental, it is data analysis, machine learning, probabilistic models, algorithms. In applications, it's big data, natural language processing, and partly computer vision. It's for data mining program. And computer vision program will be more focused on computer vision theory and applications. And our graduates that all are presented here. First one is Alexei Nikolaev. I don't know how to show him. He is maybe not present today, but he is one of the brilliant graduates from our program. He was also, many of these graduated students were interns in our laboratory of algorithms and technology for network analysis, working jointly on scientific problems and in applied problems. And Alexei Nikolaev has now a position at Harman company. Next one is Alexander Lyashuk, also one of the brilliant graduates from our program. He will present himself. Irina Utkina, she also was a member of our lab, long period, and we regret that she leaves us for to have a position at Google. Another graduate is Artem Sokolov. And following this photo, you can see he is related with Huawei company. He will present himself. Maxim, Kazakov, all of them, all graduates are the best from our promotion. Maxim Kazakov also will present himself. And Anastasia Popova, she was awarded a special prize from Yandex company for research. She was also a member of our lab. And Ivan Grechihin, he is still a member of our lab, and he is teaching for our bachelor students. Many of our graduates were participated in educational program for bachelor students, being graduates from a master program. And now we can go to the personal presentation of our graduates. Maxim?
Okay. Hello.
Yes, Maxim, you can share your screen.
Okay.
If you have a presentation, for how many hours you have your presentation?
Not that long. Okay. Yes. Do you see my slides?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I got my master's degree in applied mathematics and data analysis. It was in 2015, a long time ago. And this program, I guess it's a sort of ancestor of the current program, Master of Computer Vision, as was said. And after getting my degree, I have been practicing mostly machine learning and deep learning. So I was in the data science field. First, for like 3.5 years, I working on, as I call it, classical machine learning, classical typical data science, working on different problems in predictive analytics and recommender systems, and in general, all kinds of data processing and analysis and predicting everything. It could be interesting. Was on me. And about 2 years ago, I drifted to deep learning and computer vision, and now I'm working as a deep learning engineer, research engineer at Huawei. And currently, I'm working mostly on the computer vision problems and sometimes very related multimodal problems, and as well both in research and development directions. And also, I haven't drifted so far from the academy, and I'm teaching machine learning and deep learning at the university. So since we're here talking about computer vision program, I'd like to say a few words about what projects I did with my colleagues under my work in Huawei. So mostly I was released with 2 projects. First was about object recognition. Mostly it's a free fundamental problems. It's detection, key points detection, and segmentation. There are many different applications of that, and one specific which I was working on was clothing detection and key point detection. And you can see the results of this of solving this problem on the picture here. And results of application, I out of curiosity, I just show the video on the next slide. But okay, which I just show. So this is just an example of what we've done. What is important here, it is working real time on the mobile phone. Deep learning models, deep learning networks, very fast, very light, just on your phone. Okay, and well, if you have the latest version of Huawei operation system, you may find this application in the native camera and try it. So it went in production, and also accepted like applications. This work resulted in several publications, which are also presented on slides. On the slide, all publications on very good computer vision conferences. So, and now I'm working on optical recognition problems. It's text recognition in the wild from the image. Also very fundamental, quite fundamental and difficult problem. And so now I'd like to say a few words or how my studying helped me to solve these problems, and just helps me every day at work. So what unite all these problems, which I just described, is that there's a big gap between what you may find, in these publications or maybe in books. So all these kinds of different algorithms and the problems you face when you try to implement this solution or solve some real life problems which you're interested in. And you need to figure out the way how to solve these problems, how to adapt existing solutions to your problem, or maybe change these solutions, or maybe develop a brand new one. And for that, you not just have to know, like some existing algorithm and how they work. You need to know fundamentals. You need to learn fundamentals and understand not just how algorithms work, but how to create them. And well, that is, as I remember, that was what we were doing when we were teaching many different algorithms of optimization and machine learning and data analysis during the master program. And that's one. Another quite important thing, I think, is well, it's a research. When you want to do the research, well, it's not that easy going process. You need some experience, and you need to have to get this experience with some experienced researchers. And well, that's another part what I was doing a lot during my PhD program. So there are also some papers what I worked on when I was studying, and that's a kind of great opportunity to closely work with professors or general very experienced people who you can learn from. So, well, and maybe the last thing that I remember was kind of a great for me is that many of the lecturers, teachers, they not just telling us how things works, but the algorithm works. It was very good. They shared a vision of the whole field, and well, that at least was very inspiring and interesting. So yes, I guess what I wanted to say.
I would like to add that Maxim is responsible for a data culture course for all non-professional students in mathematics and data analysis. He has a big experience in teaching data analysis for humanity and other programs in our university.
Yes, that too. Yes, thank you. Please.
Thanks, Maxim. We can move to the next great graduate.
Who was the next? I don't remember.
I believe it's Artem. I believe it's Artem Sokolov, as far as I saw from the original presentation. So Artem is also one of the best graduates who come to our university after obtaining master degree in another university, but he thought that it's a good idea to start studying data mining and data analysis. So yeah, and after that he became a PhD student in our university and also one of the greatest engineers at Huawei Center, who is mainly focused on speech processing. So Artem, are you here?
Yes, thank you for a brief introduction. Do you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, everything is good. You can share your presentation.
We don't see you. We only hear from you.
I try to share my presentation. Trying in the process.
It looks like it works. Okay.
Okay. Yes, most of my introduction was said by Andrei Vladimirovich. No. But Maxim partially covers my presentation, yes. What I would like to say, the important point that, yes, my master degree, which I graduated in high school, was my second master degree. I graduated in 2017, and After my first master degree, I decided to change the area of my working, and I made some research through the university of my city to find the best way for my next career. And my choice was the high school. And right now I can say that it was the correct choice. The university provided a new impulse or new starting point for my career, for my presence and future from that point of view. As Maxim mentioned correctly, the university learned us to make research. And this important major, I can say, advantage of us when we try to find our next work. Another point I would like to say is that on that time I feel I did feel very kind relationships between tutors and students, and at present nowadays when we facing our tutors on conferences, for example, each time we are very glad to see each other, and always we can find the themes for our conversations, and still we have very warm relationship. Studying helps my career, and right now I'm a deep learning engineer in Huawei Research Center. Sorry, I need to.
But your slide, okay.
Yeah, yes. But my work is not connected with video, computer vision. On courses, I understood that the most interesting and promising direction for me is the audio signal processing. Of course, both areas have some shared places, shared technologies, and that technologies usually migrate from one area to another and back. But we have various tasks which are not covered by computer vision, of course. They are specific for signal processing. When I'm talking about signal processing, it means that from deep learning point of view, of course. So, I can say briefly about our directions because they are very famous, and you should understand that we have ability to touch, to work with that technologies. First of all, this is the speech recognition, speech-to-text task, and I think everyone facing with this when communicates with voice assistant. The second one famous is text-to-speech. This is the reverse task with the goal to train machine to pronounce the prepared text for it. So one more, the hot word detection. Hot word detection maybe seems like similar with the speech recognition, but no, this is the separate task which has the goal to catch the pattern in the voice, pattern of certain phrase. And when you say, okay, Google or maybe Siri or another one assistant, the first neural network which works is the hot word detector. Another interesting direction is the speech emotion recognition, when we try to understand what emotions feeling the person who speaking or what or if we're working with recording, what emotions in that recording was recorded. Speech recognition is only one domain. We can mix the video, text information to combine that and make our prediction more precise. And not covered here, but I can say that this is not all tasks. For example, audio enhancement, when we try to remove the noise music from the background on the audio recording, or another task, cocktail party, which called cocktail party, when we have mixed speech and try to split that speech and we draw only one speaker, and so on and so forth. And I have ability to work with that interesting tasks and participate in challenges, write papers regarding the education which I got in High School of Economy. And right now I can say a lot of things of my tutors. So that's all from my side.
Yes. Thanks, Artem. So yeah, thanks for this presentation. Yeah, and I should say that Artem has a really good experience right now in emotion recognition and speech, for example, with best-known professors all over the world. So he prepared the papers with them. So he participated in some challenges. So yeah, he's really good. Yeah, he's really good in it. So let us switch to our another graduate. It's Irina Utkina. Probably Professor Kalagin could add something to your background. I mean, to her to understand why she is a brilliant student. Also, she was a brilliant student also, and right now.
But Irina was here, yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, Irina, say a few words. Oh, you're looking
okay, so
nice.
thank you very much. So yeah, as Valery Alexandrovich said, that I was a student. I was first got my bachelor degree at High School of Economics, and I got master's degree. And also I have worked at the laboratory as a research assistant. Also, I taught students for several years on different topics. But now I'm working as software engineer at Google in Switzerland. And my main job is doing backend development for the Google Calendar. But if you want to know about all of the projects that I worked, while I was working in the university, we had a lot of opportunities to work with the big companies, not only Russian one. Sometimes we were working with Norwegian one. And my task was mostly doing optimization problems, like vehicle routing problem, trying to find a best route for the vehicles to deliver goods. Also, I was doing a lot of research while I was working in the laboratory. I have several papers also mostly on optimization. And after that, when I was done with university, I switched to software engineering. And for a while, I was working with a Norwegian startup. At first, I was also doing optimizational problems. But after that, I was starting doing machine learning algorithms, mostly on detecting faulty equipment based on data usage. So we had a lot of information about how the equipment was used. And we needed to find out if this equipment was faulty. Also, I was writing a lot of data pipelines to download and process data, like to find unnecessary data, to remove some noise and so on. And after Norwegian startup, I was working for a while for an American company, just doing backend development. We were working on customer application for analyzing documents. I was not doing any machine learning stuff there. I was responsible for the backend server that got the document, send it to the analyzers, then construct the results and show it to the customers. And now I'm almost, I'm 6 months at the Google Switzerland, also backend developer. But if you want to know how Higher School of Economics participated in my success at getting the job at Google, so in the data mining master program, we had a lot of courses that were about optimization algorithms. And one of the most important part at getting a job at Google that you need to solve these optimization algorithms problems. All of the software engineering interviews contains at least one algorithmic problem. And because when I was at the university, we had a lot of examples, a lot of labs on this. It was not that not hard, I mean, but like it was not a new area for me when I was trying to get a job at Google. And also like Amazon, Microsoft, Facebook, Apple, all of the companies for the software engineering jobs goes through the same solving of optimizational algorithmic problem. So thanks to the High School of Economics, it was not like a new area, it was not unexpected. It was, of course, you need to prepare by yourself, but at least university gave me a head start for this. So yeah, I guess that's it.
Thank you, Irina. Next one, Andrei.
Yeah. Thanks. Let me show it. I believe it's Alexander Lyashuk who has graduated recently and who is now a part of Xperience.AI company, who is a really good friend of HSC University and this company. And you, if you participated in our previous webinars, you had a chance to listen to a great presentation of Anna Petrovich, who is the director of Xperience.AI. So, Alexander, you're welcome to share your presentation.
Yes, please, 1 second. We'll share my presentations with you. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Let's start then. So I would like to speak more about career thing. I mean, post-graduation career after Higher School of Economics. So let's start with a background or information about me. I started work in an area, I mean, like a data scientist, firstly in a neuron company. I wasn't working there with computer vision things, but I was like a data scientist, and my job was connected with natural language processing tasks like sentiment analysis, document classification, entity extractions, and of course, web scraping data from different resources. Then in 2018, I graduated my bachelor's degree, applied mathematics and informatics, and started getting my master's degree at data mining program at Higher School of Economics, of course. So like I continued my getting education. So from 2019, I started working as a computer vision engineer in a Russian company that is named Xperience.AI. And there we are doing a lot of things like providing solutions, computer vision solutions for different companies. Mostly we work with companies that is not related, like that is with the companies that want to use some computer visions in their companies that is not related with artificial intelligence at all. So then from the last year, I started to work as a software engineer at OpenCV.ai. This is like the profit arm of Xperience.AI. And from this year also, I am a technical lead at modelplace.ai. And okay, so the first thing that I want to say is actually how does HSE affect your career? If we want to answer it shortly, it's positive and it's really useful. And just because there are a lot of really useful courses that can help you to decide what you want, and just some courses that can help you to find a job. For example, I learned machine learning course, computer vision course, and a lot of different other things like from data scraping, Kaggle competitions, some courses connected with big data and more. So yeah, as I said, it will really help you to find a job, because in higher school of economics, you have a lot of practical tasks that actually that can be sold as experience for your employer. For example, you go to the interview and you are asked for anything and you just say, I had an experience with it and I can show you this experience. For example, in higher school of economics, and while getting my master's degree, I was participating in some Kaggle competitions, and that can help you with your personal branding. And also, for example, my dissertation was connected with the electrocardiogram classification that is now a bit popular, and some people really like this job. And the thing is that while I was doing it, I was studying in a higher school of economics. I mean, I was getting my education. So this wasn't like my pet project or something. This is just a relevant experience that employers are looking for. So a little bit about the company I work for. As I said, Xperience.AI, we provide consulting in computer vision and deep learning. And we are also at the moment part of OpenCV.ai, that is for-profit arm of OpenCV.org. And recently we have raised more than $1 million for the thing that I will show you. At the moment, this is OpenCV AI kit that can be used for like this with the system on chip that can be used with together with the Raspberry Pi or whatever you want, solving your super cool artificial intelligence computer vision thing that can help you, for example, for visually impaired people or anything you want, depends on the model. So yeah. And I would like to continue with the modelplace.ai, and because it's really connected with the OpenCV.ai and with the OpenCV AI Kit, and I just want to show you like a small demo of this usage for what we have created and what you can do if you study some courses, if you'd like to make it easier for everyone to do their job in computer vision. Okay, let me show you. I just need a bit different screen. Okay. Here we go. Do you see my screen now?
Yes.
So this is modelplace.ai, and in modelplace.ai, we want to make it easier for everyone, for every person, for every developer, or no matter who you are. So you could use computer vision in your project. So you can just choose the model, try it on your data, and then download it. Currently, we are in beta test, and that's why all models presented on the site are free. So the thing that I want to say that we provide some models for really different devices. For example, for this small OpenCV IE kit, for example, we have a model like emotion recognition model from the site. And we know we have this badge that this is OpenCV IE kit ready model. So we can use this this model with this OpenCV AI kit, and I will show you just how it's easy, how it is really easy. And this is work. For example, I can smile for a little bit, or be sad. So this is funny thing, just because it's really easy for everyone to, like, for example, you are super experienced computer vision developer, and you can provide your model. For example, you can show your work, you can you can get some money for it. You can just deploy this model on our site. This is great. And for example, let me show you just a bit another example. For example, age gender recognition, the model that can recognize your gender and your age. So okay. Maybe it's not like work every like perfect because I'm 35, but still, maybe I look a bit younger. And
yes,
and some other things that can be used. So when you finish your when you graduate, or if you have like your pet project, feel free to contact with us, and we will implement your computer vision model to our site. And of course, you can get some money for it, like if you want to sell it. Probably that's it from my side. If you want to ask some questions, I can answer, but let's continue to the next speaker.
Thank you, Alexander, for this brilliant presentation with many examples. So Alexander was one of the best students in our programs who participated in many challenges, who won many challenges. So he is really good in practical data mining, computer vision, and so on and so forth. So let's move to Ivan Grechihin, I believe, yeah, who is right now who is a PhD student at this university and who participated in for example, in my project with Samsung company. So, Ivan, you're here. You can.
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening. Please tell me when you see me and my presentation.
Oh, you see you.
Yeah, we're seeing
Hold on a
you,
second.
and we are waiting for a presentation.
Beta. Okay, Vanya.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a second. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my presentation will not be so, brilliant as Alexander, but I will shortly talk about my experience with master degree program and what are my outcomes from here. So I was bachelor student, started in 2010 and then went to master degree. And I have both scientific and production experiences. I think all of my colleagues who talked today. And yeah, as it was said, I'm currently a lecturer at High School of Economics and also data scientist in EPAM. So when I went into the master program, it was a logical continuation of my education. So like from bachelor to master. And of course, my goal was to deepen the knowledge in different areas, which was provided by the degree itself, data mining. So of course, it's machine learning, at optimization and statistics, discrete mathematics, and other areas. Of course, at such level, the tasks, the problems that's being discussed are more close to real cases. They are closer to the applied part of our work. And what was also what I liked is that we had good lectures. We had like a good mix of young and experienced lecturers. So there was as well good theory and people who maybe were interested in state-of-the-art solutions. So it was really good mix. And there is a little bit arguable point about comfortable time frame, because at the time we were studying from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and this time frame was good for people who work at usual hours. Of course, now with the coronavirus, it's changed, but if everything gets back to normal, maybe we could see something similar. So we could get back to good old days. And how all that helped me in my career. So here I just made a slide with some projects that I had throughout my, well, again, scientific and production experience. So there was project with electroencephalograms, which used graph theory, which used time series. There was optimization problem, weak routing problem. Also, there were several project problems that were connected to computer vision, object detections. There was image super resolution, and also there was some project connected with recommendations, a very popular area nowadays. Reinforcement learning, like product sales, which can be also like time series, but at the same time I used like regression and some other models, and all of that is really like wide scope of different projects, different knowledges, but without the base that I got into when I was in master's degree, it would be harder, to get into these projects, to understand them and complete them at some level. And like for professional growth, I think this is important, to, I would say, cover the bases, of course, because it is impossible, in my opinion, to follow everything in all areas that we have. But when you have the base, you can easily get into any task at hand. You can understand it faster, better, like get into projects, and you can give ideas from different perspectives. And of course, this would be highly estimated by your customers, by the company which you're working in. Of course, there is a social background. Like when you are studying, you can make contacts with teachers, lecturers, as experts, and of course with your group mates. They can be your future colleagues. You could discuss some professional things between you. So this really helps to be introduced into community. And from my side of view, there is also scientific background, which actually helps you, to be in stream, to be in trends, and to use scientific papers to know about the latest solution in the field. So yeah, that's it from me. Really short presentation. So thank you.
Thank you, Ivan. Nice. So I believe Alexei Nikolaev is not with us right now.
Yes, I already.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. So we can move to the last part of today's webinar, and I'm glad to ask our dean Natalya Aseeva to say a few words about our program and the way of possibility to be the part of HC Universe and our program. So, Natalya. Natalya, again, there is a problem with muting the microphone, so please repeat.
Yeah, thank you, Andrei. I forgot about unmuting my microphone. Good evening, everybody, or probably good day if we have participants from other time zones. I would like to say some words about our program. Master of Computer Vision, and to tell you that you're already acquainted with our brilliant graduates, and if you would like to have such career like our graduates have, you can enter our program and to finish it successfully, of course, and then you will be able to join those companies or some other companies who are doing a lot of projects in computer vision or in artificial intelligence. So what about our program? Who is this degree for? First of all, because our program is a state-granted program, you need to have a bachelor or master degree diploma. This is necessary and obligatory that you have this diploma. One of our participants already asked in a chat if it is possible to study in our program without having background in computer science. Of course, it is possible, but we would like to tell that we are waiting our students with the presence of some mathematical, technical, or IT background, because some mathematical or technical discipline, they will be in our courses, and it will be very difficult for you to study if you are not familiar with some basic mathematics, if you couldn't programming. And of course, our program will be in English language. You also will need speak and write fluently English. In order to select our students and to invite those students who will be able to finish successful our program, we will have an entrance test, and it will cover some basic mathematics and computer science topics. You can see for this moment in my slide the basic topics that we will ask you to solve some problem in our entrance test. And you can see that if you already studied, if you're finishing your bachelor program in some technical specialty or probably IT or mathematics, you should be really familiar with those topics. They are usual for each of those programs. Another question that we receive very often from our people who are interested in this program: what you will receive after finishing this degree? First of all, of course, you will receive state-approved diploma, which is very important for creating your professional career. You will need this diploma, it will be important for you, but it's not the only result of this program. During our courses, you will solve a lot of problems and tasks. You will do a lot of interesting projects, like you already see and hear from our graduates. And those projects will contain your professional portfolio. And it's very important when you will come to companies to find your jobs in computer vision field, that you can show to employer this portfolio and describe tasks that you already solved during your studies. Employers, they are very they like it very much if you come with already solved tasks and projects. And one more necessary thing, we will discuss a lot during this program, a lot of modern algorithm technologies and tools that are really used in field of computer vision, which are really used in companies who is doing projects in computer vision. And you will finish our program doing well with those algorithms, techniques, and tools. And it will help you a lot in your professional career. And the last but not last by sense point, that you will acquaint with a lot of brilliant specialists in computer vision field. First of all, those specialists are professors of this program, and we already introduced some of them in this webinar and our previous webinars. You always can find them on our site, and you can watch them again. And you will meet a lot of students who are already studying on those and on-campus programs, so you can establish professional communication with people who are also very interested in this direction. What about special features of this program? As other master degree programs, it lasts 2 years, a 2-year program, and it takes you about 20 to 30 hours per week for your studies. It is not in all the cases, in cases of all our students, the same hours. Of course, it's connected to your background. If you are really good in mathematics, if you are really good in programming, probably you will need less time to finish all the tasks. If you are not so good in mathematics, probably you don't have a computer science background, you also will be able to follow the program, but you probably need more time than 30 hours. So it's really depends on your background, and you should think yourself about how it's easy or not for you to follow in our courses. And of course, we understand that it's difficult to study online, and our program is online program. So to be more comfortable for you to study, we will introduce high level of support for all of our students. How we will do this? Besides our courses in Coursera, we will have live sessions like this via webinar, when you can ask your questions to professors, to other students of this program, if something is not really clear for you, if you would like that your professor repeat or discuss it the other way to be more clear for you and more understandable for you. It is very important to have such sessions during your online studies. Another way you can solve your questions very quickly is fast communication via different chats and forums. For each class, you will have your chat, your forum, when you can discuss with your with other students or with professors some urgent question which will stop you and don't let you go further in this course. And of course, all of our professors will have special office hours. Then they are in office and they can communicate with students if students have some questions, if they need help with doing their homework, with doing their projects, and so on. And another point very important for us during our program, if that we are paying attention to practical work. It's very important for computer vision because it is really practical field. In each of our course will be included many mini educational projects, so you can not only listen the theory, not only doing some small exercises, you can try your skills in solving practical tasks. And of course, during our program, we will have some special project courses. This is a big course which is devoted to doing a project work together with other students of this program. And it's really helpful in mastering in some practical cases. What about tuition? Also very often questions. You can find the information about tuition on your slide. Also, I would like to pay attention that we have discounts available for our students, and you can find all the information about discounts on our site. You see now the link to the page describing our discounts. Please visit it and find what kind of discount is available for you. You can make your payment by semester. So if you have other question about tuition, you can ask us, and we will answer personally to each of our students about all the possibilities that we have in this question. And another question very important is how to apply to the program. We opened the registration both for Russian citizens and for foreign citizens. On the slide, you can see the links or QR code to pages where you can start your registration, where you can submit all of your documentation in order to be able to pass our entrance exam. And also you can see on the slide the exam time. You see that we have two time slots for your exam, one time slot in June and another time slot in August, but each participant can pass the exam only one time. So you should choose which slot you would like to pass your exam. And I hope all of you will pass it successful, and of course we will be happy to see you in our students. How can you prepare to the entrance exams to pass it successful? We will try to help you as well in this question. Please visit our website, our special page where you can find the examples of our questions, what will be during this exam. We already had the webinar on which we discuss the exam program. We discuss the solution of exam tasks, and you can find it on our web page, all of those videos with those webinar. And of course, closer to the date of exams, we will have another webinar which will be devoted to preparation for entrance exam. And I hope you will try to solve some problems by yourself, and we will be able on our next webinar about preparation to entrance exam answer your questions if you have such, about how to solve this task and about what kind of task could be, and so on. So we will do our best to help you to pass this exam well. And as usual, at the end of our webinar, I would like to present you our following events. The next event will be very soon on Saturday. We will have one webinar which is called Modern Task of Computer Vision, and this webinar will provide Anna Petrovicheva, CEO of Xperience.AI company. It will be very interesting time when you can see and hear about really interesting tasks which are doing by this company. So I am inviting you to this webinar. And the next webinar will be May 13, our usual day and time. And during this webinar, you will meet our program leaders. You will learn more about program, about about courses which will be on this program, about program partners, and so on. So you will find a lot of interesting information about our program and learn more about it. And I hope after this webinar, you also would like to be our student and continue our studies. So also, I invited you to visit our website. We try to put there a lot of interesting information and useful information for you, our news, our webinars, all video, all in this site. So you are welcome to visit it, to ask your questions to all people who are creating this program. And also you can see now contacts of our responsible people, and you can write them emails, ask your question if you have so, and we try to answer all of your questions and to help you to pass exams, to register to our program, and to make your studies very effective and successful. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm really happy to see all of you on our webinar. If you have now some questions, we are all still here and ready to answer. If you will have questions later, don't hesitate to write us. We are also do our best to answer all of your questions. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks everyone, and I would like to say a special thank to our participants, to our graduates, and actually I hope that in next several years we will organize similar webinars, and we will ask some of our graduates of the new program of Master of Computer Vision to say some words about their experience in computer vision. Yeah.
Well, if you have any question, you can ask it by voice. Just raise your hand for that.
Yeah, also I have an email at our official website.
Yeah, or use our chat or question answer form. I guess we have no question.
There are some questions in the questions and form. I see. I'm not sure that I can answer the last one about submitting an article, so probably someone else can help to answer it.
Well, thank you guys.
I can answer about the submitting an article. Of course, when we will have a conference or workshop considering computer vision program in problems in our university, we will invite you with your article, and you can submit it as well and participate in our events.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for all, guys. I guess that is all. I can stop the record.